Have you ever felt lost in a sea of information, unsure of what to believe or where to turn? Bombarded by news, opinions, and claims from every direction. In our complex world, separating truth from fiction is more important than ever before. The Trivium is a powerful tool that can help us navigate this complexity. It's a framework for critical thinking, a structured way to analyze information and reach reliable conclusions. The Trivium guides us through three essential stages: grammar, logic, and rhetoric. By mastering these stages, we empower ourselves to think clearly, identify deception, and navigate the world with confidence and clarity. Think of the Trivium as a key to unlocking deeper understanding. This key unlocks the door to understanding and insight. With this key, we can open our minds to new ideas and perspectives. We can also protect ourselves from misinformation and falsehoods. The Trivium helps us become savvy explorers of knowledge and wisdom. Let's embark on a journey together. We will uncover the secrets of the Trivium and its profound impact. We'll learn how to use its power in our daily lives, making better decisions. But beware, using the Trivium out of order can lead to laziness and dishonesty, undermining its benefits. Misapplying these stages can result in flawed conclusions and deception, causing harm. It's crucial to follow the Trivium's order to maintain integrity and truth in our understanding. Imagine building a house. You wouldn't start with the roof, would you? You'd begin with the foundation, the essential elements that hold everything together. Grammar is the foundation of the Trivium. It's about gathering information, the raw materials of knowledge. When encountering any information, we must first ask basic questions. Who is involved? What happened? Where and when did it occur? These are the W questions that journalists use to report news. Think of yourself as a detective at a crime scene. You need to collect all the facts before forming any conclusions. Consider a news article about a scientific discovery. Grammar helps us identify the researchers, the institution they represent, and the date and location of their research. It's about understanding the basic facts without adding any interpretation or judgment. By carefully gathering information, we build a solid foundation for critical thinking. We avoid jumping to conclusions. We are ready for the next stage, logic. We've gathered our building blocks, the essential facts. Now it's time to assemble them. Logic is the framework that holds our house of knowledge together. It's about analyzing the relationships between facts. Logic helps us answer the crucial question, why? Let's return to our detective analogy. The detective has collected evidence, fingerprints, witness testimonies, and a potential motive. Logic helps the detective connect these pieces to form a coherent narrative. Do the fingerprints match the suspect? Are the witness testimonies reliable? Does the motive make sense? In our science news example, logic helps us evaluate the research methodology. Was the sample size large enough? Were there any potential biases in the study design? By applying logic, we can determine the validity and reliability of the scientific findings. Logic empowers us to move beyond simply accepting information at face value. We start to question, analyze, and form our own reasoned judgments. Our house of knowledge is built, the foundation is strong, and the framework is sound. Now, it's time to share our creation with the world. Rhetoric is the art of communication. It's about expressing our conclusions clearly, persuasively, and ethically. Effective communication is crucial for sharing knowledge and engaging in meaningful discussions. Rhetoric helps us organize our thoughts logically. It encourages us to use language precisely. Rhetoric also emphasizes the importance of understanding our audience and tailoring our message accordingly. Think of a scientist presenting their research findings at a conference. They use clear and concise language to explain their methods and results. They employ visuals, such as graphs and charts, to make their data more accessible. They anticipate questions and address them thoughtfully. Rhetoric is not about manipulation or trickery. It's about presenting our ideas in a way that is both informative and engaging. It's about sharing our knowledge effectively and responsibly. Section 5. The Trivium's Order, a recipe for clear thinking. The Trivium is not a random collection of skills, it is a structured approach to learning and thinking. The order of the stages is crucial for effective understanding and communication. Imagine trying to bake a cake by throwing all the ingredients in a bowl at once without any order. You'd end up with a mess, an inedible disaster. Similarly, skipping steps in the trivium can lead to flawed thinking and confusion. We must first gather information known as grammar before we can analyze it, which is logic. Only after carefully analyzing the information can we form a conclusion and communicate it effectively, which is rhetoric. Consider a social media post, making a bold claim or statement. We might be tempted to immediately accept or reject the claim based on our existing beliefs and biases. However, the trivium encourages us to pause and apply each stage systematically and thoughtfully. First, we gather information about the source of the post and the context of the claim. Then we analyze the logic of the argument and look for evidence to support or refute it. Finally, we can form our own conclusion and share it thoughtfully, acknowledging different perspectives and viewpoints. By following the order of the trivium, we ensure a more rigorous and reliable thought process. We avoid jumping to conclusions or being swayed by emotional appeals and misinformation. The trivium provides a roadmap for clear, critical thinking, guiding us to well-founded conclusions. Section 6. Spotting deception, the trivium as your shield. In today's digital age, we are constantly bombarded with information. Not all of it is accurate or truthful. The trivium can serve as a shield against deception, helping us identify false claims and misleading arguments. One common tactic used in deception is the omission of crucial information. By focusing on certain facts while ignoring others, manipulators can create a distorted picture of reality. The trivium's emphasis on gathering all the facts, grammar, helps us see through these omissions. Another common tactic is the use of emotional appeals in place of logical reasoning. Manipulators often try to evoke fear, anger, or outrage to bypass our critical thinking faculties. The trivium's focus on logic helps us recognize these emotional appeals and evaluate the argument based on evidence and reasoning, not just feelings. By mastering the trivium, we become more discerning consumers of information. We are less likely to fall prey to scams, propaganda, or other forms of deception. Section 7. Conspiracy Unraveled, a trivium case study. Let's analyze how the trivium model is manipulated in celebrity endorsements during political campaigns to sway public opinion, fostering blind trust in certain candidates. Grammar. We start by gathering information from both sides of the argument. This involves extensive research and a thorough review of available data. This misuse of the trivium can obscure critical thinking, promote emotional compliance, and ultimately control the narrative in favor of the endorsed candidate. Here's a breakdown of how the natural order of grammar, logic, and rhetoric is distorted to manipulate voters. Abusing the trivium in celebrity political endorsements. In the proper use of the trivium, grammar should establish factual knowledge: who the candidate is, their voting record, policies, qualifications, and stances on key issues. For voters to make informed decisions, they need objective, comprehensive information about the candidate's background and political platform. Logic. We analyze the evidence and arguments presented. This step is crucial in separating fact from fiction. However, in celebrity-driven campaigns, this factual foundation is often sidelined or oversimplified. Instead of real knowledge, the focus is on superficial information or vague affirmations such as "they stand for change" or "they care about people." Celebrities may highlight a few cherry-picked facts that align with their narrative, ignoring any controversial or complex details that could provoke critical scrutiny from their followers. Logic involves analyzing the gathered information to understand the candidate's policies and how they align with the needs of the public. It's about asking critical questions like, how will this candidate's policies impact the economy, healthcare, or education? Or do they have a track record of following through on their promises? In manipulated endorsements, however, this analytical process is often twisted or omitted altogether. Celebrities may provide surface-level reasoning that sounds logical but lacks depth. For instance, they might say, "This candidate will fight for the little guy," without explaining how or why. Followers are encouraged to adopt the celebrity's stance without critically examining the candidate's policies or considering potential consequences. Section 8. The Trivium in Action, Empowering Your Everyday Life. The Trivium is not just for academics or intellectuals, it's a valuable tool for anyone who wants to think critically and make sound judgments in their daily lives. From evaluating political candidates to making informed decisions about our health, the Trivium can guide us towards more rational and responsible choices. It helps us navigate the overwhelming flow of information we encounter every day. By applying the Trivium, we can cut through the noise and focus on what truly matters. Imagine you are considering a new diet plan. The Trivium encourages you to gather information about the diet's claims, its potential benefits and risks, and the scientific evidence supporting it. Grammar. Analyze the information considering the diet's long-term sustainability, its nutritional completeness, and any potential side effects. Logic. Make an informed decision about whether the diet is right for you based on your individual needs and goals. Rhetoric. By applying the Trivium, you empower yourself to make healthier choices. You are less likely to be swayed by fad diets or misleading marketing claims. Section 9. Bringing the Trivium to life. Visuals and sound. To make the Trivium even more engaging and accessible, let's incorporate visuals and sound. Visuals. Imagine vibrant illustrations that bring the Trivium stages to life. We could use animations to show the flow of information from grammar to logic to rhetoric. We could create infographics that summarize key concepts in an easy-to-understand format. Sound. Imagine a captivating soundtrack that complements the educational tone. Upbeat music could accompany the introduction, building excitement and anticipation. Calmer, more reflective music could be used during the explanations of each stage, creating an atmosphere of focused learning. By combining compelling visuals with a stimulating soundtrack, we can transform the learning experience. We can make the Trivium even more engaging and memorable for audiences of all ages. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel for more content on mastering the Trivium and uncovering deception with critical thinking. Pause 2S. Your journey to clearer thinking and better understanding is just beginning. Stay tuned for more insights, tips, and practical applications of the Trivium in everyday life. Together, we can empower ourselves and each other to see through the noise and find the truth. Pause 2S. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's continue this journey of discovery and growth together. See you in the next video. Until then, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep thinking critically. Goodbye for now.